Well, today's been a lesson of learning when things go wrong. I'm back at San Rafael Station to try something I've always been curious about but never had a chance to try, which is Ouigo's low-cost train offering. If you've never heard of that, it's the TGVs, the high-speed trains that you're used to, basically like a Ryanair but on a train. So we're just heading down one stop to the city of Toulon, and we're going to give it a try and see what low-cost trains are all about. So let's go. So what do you get for 10 euros with Ouigo? Well, for one, you get a really nice seat, which is actually the same as you get on most local trains here in France. You get a decent tray table, leg room's pretty not too bad, and for even better, for 2 euros extra, you can get a power port to charge your laptop or phone. And of course, being a train, you can get cool views outside the window. Unlike regular TGVs, Ouigos don't come with a cafe car to buy food and drink. So I decided to conjure up some of my own. I brought some Subway cookies, and they were really tasty. Raspberry cheesecake, absolutely delicious. Our route took us through the French vineyards, down through Les Arcs Draguignan and south towards the coast towards Toulon. Overall, I was pleasantly impressed by Ouigo. It makes for a compelling, cheap alternative to domestic flights, and as long as you set your expectations right, you'll have a pleasant time. Be warned, Ouigo does charge extra for larger bags and to get a charging plug, so check their website to learn more about the details and hidden fees. Overall, I definitely give it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I definitely would recommend it to those who are looking for an eco alternative to flying on a flight like Air France and EasyJet. And there you have it. Train's gone off to Paris now, and my thoughts are really simple. It's kind of like you're sticking a local train seating on a long haul TGV. So yeah, it's not the most comfortable, but considering you can get tickets for as low as 10 euros one way from Nice to Paris. It's not a bad deal, but those deals are few and far between, because very often you find that the prices of the Ouigo trains are actually the same as just normal regular TGVs, which give you food on board and a lot more amenities. So definitely price compare if you want. And now we've got a few hours in Toulon, so let's go explore. Well, today's been a lesson of learning when things go wrong. So I came up here, jumped in an Uber to go on this little cable car thing, only to find out because of the wind, it's closed. Well, since we're not going up a cable car now, with the winds being wacky, let's give you guys, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how you can come to the Riviera. This is the best way to do it. So number one is, as you saw, you can take the train from the UK, so you can get the Eurostar to Paris, and then you can get a TGV from there down to the Riviera. Alternatively, if you can squeeze in your budget, you can actually get a non-stop Eurostar from London to Marseille, and that will get you straight down to Marseille, and you get the local train from there to onwards to Toulon, San Rafael, Canon, Nice, etc. Number two, it's going to be driving, so you can go on a road trip all the way through France, down through Calais, through central France and down to the Riviera. Depending on where you live in the UK, it's going to be about well, a day or two, give or take, if you want it, depending on how comfortable you are with blasting through all of France to get here. Bear in mind, you will have to pay for fuel, and you'll have to pay for tolls, because French motorways are all pretty much toll roads these days, so you're going to have to pay through the nose for those. But yeah, if you want to take it, if you're with a family, it might be the best option, and also if you're not near any train stations, it might also be another option as well. Number three is going to be flying, so you can fly from all different places down to Nice. You can fly EasyJet, who flies from Bristol, all the London airports. You can fly from Manchester, Liverpool, Edinburgh, Belfast, Edinburgh, all over the UK. You can come down to Nice or Marseille, depending on where you want to go. And if you don't want to fly EasyJet, there's also Ryanair from London Stansted or Dublin. And then you've also got British Airways, who goes from Heathrow or Gatwick. So plenty of options. Oh, and there's Jet 2 from Leeds and Manchester and Stansted. And one of the bonus way is actually you can just get a bus. So you can get a Flixbus probably from, I think, London to Paris, and then connecting from Paris down to Nice or Marseille. And yeah, that should be, I think I've seen that for like 10, 20 euros, depending on give or take. So it's gonna be quite long, I'd say. That's probably like 2 days of travel, but at least you don't have to drive all the way down, and it's a nice relaxed way to come down. And yeah, if your budget doesn't stretch to a train or a plane for some reason, you can always take the bus, Flixbus, and also there's Ouibus, who are the two options. So those were some of my suggestions on how to get to Riviera. So now let's head off and go for a little wander around Toulon, and we're going to head back on the train back home and call it a day. Well, my time in Toulon is up, and I'm going to head back to the station because all the trains are running late. And I guess the moral of the story is very simple. If you have an impulse to go travel somewhere, even if it's just next door, do it, because you never know what will happen. And that's part of the fun. Anyway, see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can get some cool travel tips and to get a sneak peek of where I'm going to next. As always, guys, you're awesome, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.